Hey, come see with the makeup nurse. Come and take a seat with the makeup nurse. Trust me, it's the makeup nurse. Beautiful things with the makeup nurse. It's the makeup nurse. Yeah, it's the makeup nurse.
I'm back. Welcome back to my channel. The struggle is real with Jamie, the makeup nurse. Today's Wow Me Wednesday. Where in the world is Nurse Nana? And today, I'm coming to you from the warm, vibrant, military-proud city of San Antonio, Texas. I'm here visiting teams, rounding on sites, and checking in on safety and quality initiatives across the region. And I'm taking you along with me, but we're going to the wedding, and the wedding with Blake, if you watch my podcast on Wednesday nights. We're going to look at that. But we're also looking at some national days today: Sun's Day, Marching Music Day, Grammar Day, Hug a GI Day, Pound Cake Day, Pancake IHOP Day. Y'all, this might be the most delicious and patriotic Wednesday we've had yet. Let's get into it. And as you know, Blake is a veteran, so it's a great day to honor him as well and hug a GI. So, and then we're going to show you some pictures of the Alamo and then, of course, his wedding. So let's get into it. Oh, before we start, let's do the riddle of the day. I fly from city to city, but I'm not a bird. I help teams grow with every word. I share kindness wherever I land. Who am I? Comment down below. Kristen and I are in San Antonio for Blake's wedding. He's so excited. Happy wedding to Blake. She's beautiful.
Being assured that your love and choice of each other as lifelong companions are in God's will, and that you have your family's blessing, I now ask to give this woman in marriage. I do. Leaving the love you share and your faith in each other, and God will endure all things. You take Blake, you take Natalie as your wife. You accept her with all of her strengths, all of her faults. Before these witnesses, do you pledge to share your strengths, your life openly to speak the truth of love? Do you promise to show up every day and try? Do you promise to honor and care for her? Do you to cherish and encourage her? Do you choose Natalie as the person with whom you will spend your life with? Do you, Natalie, take Blake as your husband? Do you accept him with all of his strengths, all of his faults? Before these witnesses, do you pledge to share life openly, to speak the truth of love? Do you promise to show up every day and try? Do you promise to honor and care for him, cherish and encourage him? Do you choose Blake as the person you will spend your life with? Wedding ring symbolizes many things. There's an old quote that I love the best. He found out that this was not simply close to her, but that he did not know where he ended and she began. Natalie. I give you this ring as a symbol of my vow and all that I am and all that I have. I honor you. Blake, I give you this ring as a symbol of my vow with all that I am and all that I have. I honor you. Natalie and Blake decided to do a sand ceremony. We're going to rock on to that right now. Blake and Natalie, today you join your separate lives together into two separate bottles of sand, symbolizing your separate lives. Separate families and separate sets of friends. They represent all that you are and all that you will ever be as an individual. They also represent your lives before today. As these two containers of sand are poured into the third container, the individual containers of sand will no longer exist, but will be joined together as one. Just as these grains of sand can never be separated and poured again into individual containers, so your marriage will be. Y'all ready for the good part? Now that Blake and Natalie have given themselves to each other by solemn vows, with the joining of hands, the giving and receiving of rings in the presence of the company by the authority of the state of Texas and that of Almighty God, I pronounce that you are husband and wife. Those who God has joined together, let no man separate. Blake, smooch it up, Blake. I know y'all all just stumbled
A little snippet of my son in his uniform and when he graduated from GSPI, so I'll put a little clip right here. Before we go, today is March 4th and we got to do the day in history. And from the original U.S. inauguration day from 1789 until 1933, March 4th was the date U.S. presidents were sworn into office until the 20th Amendment moved it to January 20th. Significant inaugurations of this day includes George Washington in 1793 delivered the shortest inaugural address in history, 135 words for a second term. Abraham Lincoln, 1861 and 1865. His second inaugural address in 1865 is famous for the phrase, "with malice toward none, with charity for all." Franklin D. Roosevelt in 1933, during the Great Depression, he famously declared, "The only thing we have to fear is fear itself." This was the last time a president was inaugurated on March 4th. U.S. Constitution goes into effect in 1789. The first federal Congress met in New York City, and the U.S. Constitution officially became the law of the land, replacing the Articles of Confederation. The Forth Bridge opens in 1890. The Prince of Wales, later King Edward VII, opened the Forth Bridge in Scotland. At the time, it was the longest cantilever bridge span in the world and remains an iconic feat of Victorian engineering. Vermont becomes a state in 1791 as the 14th state, becoming the first state added after the original 13 colonies. In 1917, the first female member of Congress, Jeanette Rankin of Montana, was seated in the U.S. House of Representatives, becoming the first woman to hold federal office in the U.S. In 1919, the March 1st movement aftermath, following the massive Korean independence protests against Japanese rule that began on March 1st, Japanese authorities continued a violent crackdown throughout the first week of March. Founding of the PRI in Mexico in 1929, the Institutional Revolutionary Party, PRI, even though it looks like that would be backwards, IRP, but was founded. It would go on to dominate Mexican politics for the most of the 20th century. In 1966, an interview with John Lennon was published in the London Evening Standard containing his controversial remark about the decline of Christianity. When the quote reached the U.S. months later, it sparked massive protests and record burnings. The Beatles are more popular than Jesus controversy. The first daily comic strip in 1906, A Piker Clerk by Claire Briggs, began in the Chicago American, widely considered the first successful daily newspaper comic strip. In 1969, Apollo 9 spacewalk, astronaut Rusty Schweickart performed a 2-hour spacewalk outside the Apollo 9 lunar module to test a portable life support system that would later be used on the moon. In 1979, discovery of Jupiter's rings, the Voyager 1 spacecraft sent back photos revealing for the first time that Jupiter has a ring system, much like Saturn, though much fainter. Some birthdays: Italian composer Antonio Vivaldi in 1678, frontiersman Casimir Pulaski in 1745, an NBA star Draymond Green in 1990, and Brooklyn Nets founder Charles Ebbets in 1859. Some deaths: actor John Candy, rest in peace, 1994. He was one of my favorite actors. Actor Luke Perry died in 2019. I loved him too. And Queen of Folk Bobby Humphrey in 2021. And that is it for this Wow Me Wednesday. Where in the world is Nurse Nana? I hope you enjoyed this San Antonio visit. And the quote today comes from Rumi: travel brings power and love back into your life. And remember, don't wake up and choose violence. Choose kindness. And I'll see you next time. Bye!